Ooh! Hello, everybody. Oh, is it gonna be stinky? Is it not gonna go to the next one automatically? Okay. That's cool. Is, like, autoplay not on for the next? Anyways, hello, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great night or day or whatever time it is for you guys. We're drawing. We're gonna be working on this lovely super Canadian TM piece. I'm gonna try and see if I can fix this. For some reason, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, the songs are not auto-playing for the next... for this playlist, and I'm not quite sure why. Maybe if I pop it out, it'll... Yo, what's up? Tuning in from church camp. It's noisy yet fun here. My friends are jumping bunks. Hell yeah. As long as it's fun for you. I never have been to a church camp myself, despite growing up Christian. Yeah, I wonder why this is just not auto-playing the next. Hang on. What I'm just gonna do... Okay, some people are saying that if I hit the loop video button... Where the fuck is the loop video button? Okay, no, that's... Okay, we'll try hitting the loop video button and see if that fixes it, because that's what somebody said. Won't autoplay past 400, yeah, okay. At least it's something that everybody is experiencing. By the way, I may or may not be accompanied by Jimmy tonight. We'll see what happens. Because he said he might join to just chill and chat. Yay, Jimmy, right? Trying to draw, they messed me up and I growled at them. I hate when you're like trying to draw and then somebody like shakes a desk or like whatever surface you're trying to draw on. I hate that shit. That happened to me all the time in school, and it was like specifically during art class when like everybody, I distinctly remember like, and now like this wasn't like intentional, mind you, but it was still like a goddamn it moment. But when I was in high school, we were doing like portrait study stuff, and one of the girls at the desk like had to erase, but the desk that we had was like not very stable, and what ended up happening is when she was erasing, it jiggled the entire table. So she's like erasing, and then I'm like, I have my pencil on the paper, so it's just like completely fucked at this point, just completely borked, and I was like, fuck. And then she was like, oh shit, she's like, my bad, I didn't realize it was like shaking the entire table. So we all had to like keep an eye out for when everybody else was using the erasers, because obviously we can't just, you know, not use the eraser. So yeah, we just had to keep an eye out for whoever had to erase, and then we just kind of went off that. And it turned out alright, but it was still one of those moments I was like, fuck. Or like, hang on, I feel like a sneeze coming on, hang on. Oh, and it goes away when I mention it. Okay, fuck, excuse me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but yeah, like, it's funny because you'll be like, oh yeah, like, drawing outside, such a, like, cutesy idea, haha, very fun, very cool, very epic. But then, okay, so it doesn't fucking work, they lied to me. Why is my... Hang on, I'm sorry guys, 1 second, hang on, my fucking shit's going off in the background, hold up. Okay, sorry guys, my phone was going off. But yeah, anyways, what was I saying? It's just like one of those things, I guess. I'm gonna have to keep this up and over here, because otherwise I'll have to keep opening the tab over and over again. I don't want to fucking do that. It's kind of annoying that it's not gonna autoplay now, but anyways, I don't even remember what I was talking about, honestly, but I'm sure it wasn't that important. I wish I could put, like, a TV show on in the background instead. But YouTube will get mad at me because I don't talk enough over top of it. Or maybe the issue was that I was showing it on screen. But I have a feeling that it's not just, like, the fact that it... Like, you know what I mean? I feel like even if it was just the audio, I would get dinged for copyright, probably. Which is unfortunate, but whatever. What can you do? I was watching Puss in Boots, like the newer one, The Last Wish. I've already seen it before, but Jimmy put it on, and then I was like, this movie's good. So we sat down and we watched it. Or like I watched part of it at least. I like preemptively got the stream stuff together so that way I could just like get up and go once we were done watching the movie. We also went shopping today so that we could get some snacks because next Saturday, I think, is the day. The 7th. I'm going for like a camping trip. Just like a quick one-day camping trip. It's like a family get-together thingy. My brother has an announcement to make, and I think he's gonna announce that him and his girlfriend are like expecting a baby. But they might also be getting married, so like we're not sure what it is yet, because they were like, we are going to make an announcement. I have a feeling that they're trying for a kid. Because I don't know if they like believe in marriage per se. Not that like, oh, like marriage doesn't exist, but like I don't know if they are like I don't know if they care so much about the institution of marriage. I could be wrong though, they could be getting married first. But I have a feeling the only reason why I feel like they're having kids is because I know my brother pretty well, and like he strikes me as the type to want kids. And him and his girlfriend have been like they're very like healthy people, like health conscientious people. So I have a feeling that they're gonna announce that they are expecting a baby. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated when I come back and I'll let you guys know. But I'm almost kind of hoping that they're just expecting a not that they're just like as if having a child is like a small meaningless thing. But I feel like if they're having a baby, I don't have to like get dressed up and go to a wedding. I actually hate going to weddings. It's just one of those things where it's like I have to like be around a lot of people. I'm like, I gotta dress up and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to do that shit. Hello, birds. Oh my god, my birds are being so cute today. I was getting them to eat out of my hand. I gave them some pellets and they were being super cutes. Shares a little blueberry. 6 is a little toasted marshmallow bird, but he low-key looks more like a burnt piece of like buttery popcorn, but I feel like toasted marshmallow is much nicer. He's not like brown though, like, because I don't think budgies can have like a brown color to them, but he's yellow and gray, and I couldn't think of any other food that's like yellow and gray, so a toasted marshmallow. Because he's like a very like almost white yellow. But again, toasted marshmallow sounds a lot nicer than burnt piece of popcorn. This is pissing me off that I have to keep clicking next. I don't understand why it won't like autoplay anymore. I got to a certain point in this playlist and I was just like, fuck your autoplay, idiot. It's like, alright, cool. I guess I'll just go fuck myself. Other people seem to be having problems with it too, or like have had issues with it, but I didn't see any like exact fix for it, so I'll have to look into that a bit more after stream. But yeah, we'll see if Jimmy joins us. Oh, by the way, this is off topic, but so I'm playing in a Minecraft server that one of like Jimmy's high school friends owns, and it's like a super modded Minecraft server. So there's like over 400 mods on this Minecraft server, and I was like, I asked the people on the server, I was like, how do you guys feel about like having gambling stuff on the server? And they were like, what do you need to build the gambling things on the server? Like, what kind of gambling? I was like, well, we got a couple of options here. So now I'm trying to build gambling machines in survival mode. And I've built these machines before because I built them on my Minecraft server that I have. By the way, if y'all don't know, I have a Minecraft server. I have to update it to 1.2. And I think it's on like 1.20.1 or 1.20.2 or something. But I gotta update it to like the newest version. I have to look into the different plugins that I have on the server and see if they even work for the newer version. Because some of the plugins that I have haven't been updated, but they still work for the they haven't been updated since like 1.18 or something, but they still work for newer versions. So I just have to go in and do a little bit of research and see if everything still works for the newer version of Minecraft. I also want to make a new banner for it because the banner that I made before is kind of ugly. So I think I'm going to make a new one of those. But anyways, yeah, so I had made these, like, I made a casino on my Minecraft server, and I made it in creative mode because I was like, fuck that, I'm not doing that in survival mode. But on my friend's server, I'm doing it in survival mode, so I have to go and mine all of the materials and, like, make all of them and whatnot. So, and because I'm doing it in survival mode, it's going to be more annoying placing the blocks because it's very, like, if you've ever followed any sort of like redstone tutorial in Minecraft, you'll know that if you place like a repeater or a comparator the wrong way, or like you accidentally like fill one thing too full, it fucks the whole thing up. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, fuck, like, I gotta fuck around and, like, actually put work into this. You know what I mean? But I'm excited to finish it. I decided that I was gonna do double or nothing first. I might actually build... No, I think I'll just do one, because if I build it, the other one, then I'll have to fucking go mining for netherite, which I'm not equipped to do right now. Because I don't know why, but like whenever I'm playing Minecraft, I don't like taking resources from other people. And like everybody else is already like decked out in fucking like netherite gear, and like they added a bunch of other what's the word? Realms to this server because of the mods, and some of these realms have like different blocks that like different ingot types that you can make weaponry and stuff out of. I don't know what all the different things are, but basically there's stuff above netherite, but I think you can only use it in those realms. I have no idea. I haven't been in these realms. Anyways, I'm still rocking iron gear because I feel weird taking from people. Like, everyone's like, yeah, man, you can just use my... And I'm like, thank you, but I gotta do it myself. And if I'm making diamond armor, I don't want to fuck around and waste my diamonds. I don't have a whole lot of diamonds, so I want to be able to make a good set of armor with mending and stuff. But it sucks because, like, when I'm enchanting stuff, what's the word? It's randomized, right? And the only way to officially get for sure the stuff that you want is by getting a book. And there's a couple of ways to get the books. But the most, like, surefire way is by having a villager, a librarian villager, give it to you. So I'm trying to, A, find villagers that I can breed, and B, you have to, like, it's also by luck which ones they want to give you, right? So I have to keep breeding villagers and stuff, but I have to make a breeding camp first. Which, it's such a fucked up thing to say, like, out of context. It's like, oh my god, you're making a breeding camp for people? That's crazy. No, it's literally just like Minecraft eugenics, though, but, I'm gonna try to make, like, a fucking villager trading post thing. And then I can, get all the stuff that I want without having to spend a billion lapis lazuli, like, re-rolling and hoping for the best. I have been pretty lucky with fishing, though. So you can also fish up books in Minecraft, and or just like enchanted tools. So I've been getting pretty lucky fishing up good fishing rods. I still need mending on my fishing rods, though. So that they don't break. But I do have good, like, I have Luck of the Sea 3 and Lure 2 right now, which is, or I think I have Lure 3 now. Either way, it's pretty good. But yeah, it's definitely a process. But yeah, like, everyone's like, you can just, like, use my stuff if you want. I'm like, no, I don't want to. It feels weird. I want to do it myself. Because then it feels like I really earned it, you know? But it sucks because I'm rocking fucking iron gear. So, like, I take one hit from anything and it's just like, half my health is gone. I've been trying to collect ender pearls so that I can make... Because one of the mods that we have on that server is waystones and warpstones. Waystones are like a pillar with which you can basically make like a teleport point. And if you go to these different... if you go to like the different stones, you can teleport between them. But you can also make what's called a warpstone. And if you make a warpstone, you can teleport to any of your waystones, wherever, whenever. And, like, you don't really need a whole lot for it. You need, like, 4 ender pearls and some amethyst shards and, something else. I can't remember what it was. I think it's obsidian or something. I can't remember the exact recipe. But, anyways, I've been trying to kill fucking endermen, but they keep kicking my ass because I'm in iron gear. And then they always teleport around, too, because they're fucking scared of just fighting me one-on-one without fucking poo-poo tactics. But yeah. Big chillin'. I'm hoping to at least get, like, the line weight portion of this done and maybe a good chunk of the flat colors. What I'm thinking for the background is I might just put the Canadian flag in the background because I don't feel like doing a proper background. So I think I'm just going to put the Canadian flag and call it a day. But yeah, and then I can use this for my silly, stinky stream background, quote-unquote. And then I'm thinking maybe once I finish this piece, I think I'm going to work on a couple more stream assets. Like, I want to fix my stream starting and ending screen. Because I don't know if you guys noticed. You guys probably didn't notice because the only places that I changed it are my logo and my server icon. But I slightly updated my logo. So, this used to be like a cat face, essentially. And then I was like, why the fuck is it a cat face? I'm literally an otter. So I changed it to an otter face. So I just wanted to change the rest of the stuff to reflect that. But yeah. And then I want to make... I have like a scrolling background thing that I use. But I wanted to make that, but without the Twitch logo in it, because I used to just only stream on Twitch, and now that I'm streaming on multiple platforms, I think it is a little silly to have just the Twitch logo on there, so I'm probably just gonna make a... excuse me. I'm probably just gonna make a fresh, scrolling, infinite scroll background. I'll probably put my logo on there, and then I don't know what else I'm gonna put on there. I'll figure it out. Maybe some, like, fish or some shit. I don't know. But yeah. I was also thinking at some point I could do a traditional art stream, because the other day I posted a Typhlosion, like, multimedia thing that I made. Like, I don't know what to call a multimedia piece, art piece. Because, like, it's technically a drawing, but it's also not just, like it's an illustration, but it's also... I used watercolor paint for the fucking colors, is what I'm trying to get at here. Anyways, yeah, like, I have a bunch of watercolor paints that I haven't really used a whole lot, and I want to start using them more, A, because a bunch of them dried up. They're still usable, but... I feel like the quality has diminished because it has dried out most of it. And like some of the ones that dried out I haven't even opened either. It looks like some of them they like exploded out of the tube. And I'm assuming that's because some of the pigments just corrode away in the thing. I have no idea why I did that. But anyways, yeah. So I'm trying to use up some watercolors. I'm not very good with watercolors, but the only way to get good with watercolors is by practicing. And I have a lot of other, like, I have Posca markers and, like, a bunch of other traditional art supplies. So I think I want to try doing a traditional art stream at some point. The only thing is that I'm gonna have to get a... what's the word called? Like a webcam stand, I guess? A tripod of some sort? Not a tripod, but like a thing to hold the webcam above the paper. Because the last time I recorded any, like, traditional art stuff, like, it was the 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 fan art that I did. And, in order to, you know, take that video, I had to... it was honestly a fuck around doing this, but I had to prop up the... what's it called? I had to prop up the webcam on my drinking cup that I normally use, and I had to, like, because the webcam has like a clip thing on the back, so I had to kind of balance it there, and it was a whole lot of fucking around, basically. It worked for the video, but I don't think it'll work for a stream, because if I am streaming, I'm gonna want to drink from my cup, which means I'm gonna have to move it. So, yeah. I'll have to either buy, like, a stand thingy for it, or I'll have to figure out something else that I can get it all mucked up on there. And figure it out from there. But yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna do that, so, but I would like to do more traditional art streams. Just because it is good to do traditional art practice as well. And then nobody can be like, you're not a real artist, you're using AI. I haven't been accused of AI yet, which is great. But I do worry that some, and like, I don't know, like, even with digital art, like, the way that I do my digital art, I feel like you can tell that it's not AI generated, but I don't know. I feel like I feel like the people that are accusing artists of being like AI generated probably aren't artists themselves. So I don't know. But yeah. Oh, speaking of AI, I'm sad. I went to my sister's work to drop off that 𝙲𝚴𝙽𝙺𝚃𝚂 thing. And at her workplace, they have like a little container thingy full of free stickers, and like you can just take them. And I was looking through them, and I found some, and they were cars. And at first, I was like, "Oh, these are pretty cool." And then Jimmy's like, "I'm pretty sure these are AI." And then we like took a closer look. They're fucking small stickers. And then we took a closer look, and I was like, "Oh fuck, you're right, man." He's like, "I hate that shit." So yeah, there was AIs everywhere. And it's like, damn, that sucks. I should have almost offered. I should have been like, "Can I just like fucking draw you guys some actual stickers that aren't fucking like bullshit AI?" I'm like, I don't care. You can literally fucking give them away for free. I don't give a shit. You guys don't have to pay for them. Like, I'll draw some fucking custom stickers for the store. Because it's a small, like, local business. But yeah, I was very disappointed and sad. I was like, damn. We're using them for free stickers now, too? Shit. Oh, my birds are... Oh, Mr. Six. He's being so... He's, like, rubbing his head along the, like, divider that I have in front of my... I don't know if it's, like, technically in front. It's between my PC setup and, like, a window, because my PC setup's in front of a window, but I obviously don't want people looking in at me. So I have a divider there, and the birds like to sit up there, and Mr. Six was, like, scrubbing his head on the top part. Probably because he's got little pin feathers. I can't really see right now if he's got pin feathers on his head, but it wouldn't surprise me. Speaking of budgies, I saw a budgie for rehome in the area for like 60 bucks. And like, I kind of want to go get him because it's for sure a boy. And like Jimmy and I were talking about getting a third budgie. But we don't want to get like a baby budgie from the store because I try to rehome budgies because, you know, it sucks when like a pet is no longer wanted and like they're not being taken care of properly or like given the attention that they need, kind of thing. So, and like part of the reason why we don't want to get a baby budgie is because you can't really tell if they're a boy or a girl right off the rip. And because we already have 2 boys, we don't want to get a girl because don't want to deal with eggs. You know what I mean? And I feel like that'll make Cher and Six a bit more aggressive with each other as well if we have one little girly. But yeah. The one budgie we were looking at is a boy. So maybe when we come back, if that budgie is still available, I will ask. Because I don't want to get a pet budgie right now. A third one, because you're supposed to like quarantine them for a couple months, to like, you know, prevent spread of possible diseases. But I don't want to get a budgie right now if we are going camping. You know what I mean? But maybe if we come back from camping and that budgie's still available, perhaps I will go talk to them. Because it would be nice to have a third little budgie. I like budgies a lot. And I like the idea of rehoming a budgie, because it's like, I know how to take care of a budgie. So I was looking at the pictures of this like other budgie though, and I can tell that they're like on an all-seed diet. But if I can convert Cher from an all-seed diet, because he's been on a mostly seed diet for his whole life, if I can convert him to eating pellets, which they're now finally doing, which I'm very proud of them for doing. If I can convert Cher to a pellet diet, pellet and chop, then I can definitely get this other budgie on pellet and chop as well. And I think because having two other budgies that eat the pellets and the chop, it'll be a lot easier, because the other budgie will see them eating it, and then they'll be like, oh, this is food. Budgies gain a lot more confidence in flocks. I fucking love budgies. But yeah. We may get a third budgie. I might even just like message the person and be like, would you be willing to hold on to the budgie until the 7th? One thing that makes me, because like, okay, when I lived at my dad's place, we had like a bunch of budgies, and it made me so sad, like some of these budgies that we rehomed, because they were stuck in like the tiniest, like there was one budgie that we rescued. His name was Mr. Avocado, and he was so like scared of everything, and when we picked him up, he was in like a fucking tiny, like, I'm gonna like draw a quick rendition of the cage. The cage was like this fucking big. It had like no fucking, and like I'll draw the bird in the cage for like comparison. He took up like at least half of the cage. So this is Mr. Avocado. And he took up at least like half the cage. There was like no fucking toys in the cage. It was so fucking dirty in the cage. Like there was like literal like at least like a half-inch pile of shit on the ground of the cage. I think it had like maybe a perch in it. And like his toenails were not clipped at all, and like he was freaking the fuck out at everything. So it made me so sad when we picked him up, but we gave him a much better life. So I'm glad that we were able to give him a much better life. But yeah, like some of these birds were so like neglected and like mistreated. Makes me sad. I'm excited to like start my job because I want to get more toys for the budgies. They don't have like a whole lot of toys outside of their cage. But like they do have a lot of stuff to tear up, but I want to get them like more like proper toys, I guess. And I want to get them some like ceiling perches and stuff, because they only like they usually just perch on top of like the china cabinet or like the bookshelf, for example, kind of thing. But yeah, I want to get them more perches and like better enrichment, I guess. I have started, what I've started doing lately for a bit more enrichment time is I will put pellets. I'll put pellets and like sometimes I'll do like a little sprinkle of seed, not like a whole lot, but I'll do a little like pellet sprinkle and a little, like a very, very tiny amount of seed sprinkle, and I will toss it because like their cage is on like a little side table type deal. So I'll throw some there and then they can like pick at it. But I want to get them. I've seen people do, they get like those metal trays, just like the aluminum ones that you cook food in. And people will put like paper shreds and stuff in there, and then they'll put the seed or like whatever at the bottom for like a foraging dish. So I want to do that. Because that would be easy. I can just, like, I've already got like a bunch of shit that I can throw in there that they can tear up and throw around so that they can have stuff. But even still, like, it's good that they're just like having to walk around to like find food. Kind of mimics what they do out in the wilderness, I guess. I think I already said this, but I was feeding them from my hands today and they were very, very cute. They were being so adorable. I love them. They're my cute little baby birds. Oh god. Maybe at some point I'll quickly make a thumbnail, because I'm planning for next week that to stream some Halo Infinite, but I'm gonna have to see what Jimmy's thinking, because his one game is coming out, Night Rain. Maybe we could play that. I don't know. I don't know if I would like... I feel like I haven't played like the other... Is it Elden Ring, Night Rain? I haven't played the other games anyways on the series, so I don't know if I should just like jump in. I've had a couple people say that they want to see me play like Dark Souls or like Elden Ring and whatnot, so 5-pound gummy worm. How are you doing, Button Red? I hope you're doing well. You're okay? That's good. I'm also okay. Big chillin'. Working on some poo-poo pee-pee art. I got my water. How's the job? I haven't started the job yet. I'm still waiting on the background check, but I did start doing some online training, which is really fucking boring if I'm being honest, but yeah. SpongeBob Caveman. Here I am. Hi, Otter. Hi, Kennock. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're big chillin'. I forgot how derpy these fucking geese are that I drew. That's okay. Geese are kind of derpy in real life, too. I like birds. Yeah, the background check is taking forever. Fucking lazy cops. What else do I pay you to do? Like, what are, like, honestly, what are they doing? Like, I live in a small area. Like, there's no way that you guys are dealing with that much shit. Like, come on. Yeah, doing alright, doing more art and kind of gaming at the same time and watching you now. Hell yeah. Are you still playing Hollow Knight, or did you start playing? I think I saw you say that you might be playing a different game, if I'm remembering correctly. There's a lot of bird fluffs going around. I can see them. Why are you guys bird fluffing here? Actually, it's fine. You guys can continue bird fluffing here, but... But yeah, no. I'm also trying to draw more and just get things done. Am I gonna play the KFC game? I should play the KFC game. I'm gonna talk to Jimmy about, what he wants to do next week, because, okay, I'm actually gonna search this up, because I keep wanting to say it's Elden Ring Night Rain, but I don't actually know if it's Elden Ring Night Rain. Okay, I literally went to go look it up on Steam, and it's the first thing that was featured / recommended. I was like, alright. Yeah, Elden Ring Night Rain comes out tomorrow, I think. So originally, like, I was gonna bug him and get him to play Halo Infinite with me next week, because I was supposed to stream Dark and Darker on Sunday last week, because my stream schedule got all fucked up because I was just doing a bunch of shit, and then I was like too tired to stream, or like I just wasn't feeling it. But yeah, so I was originally planning on doing Halo Infinite instead of Dark and Darker, because they updated Dark and Darker and it made it ass, and like I really don't want to fucking play it anymore, especially alone. But because the new Elden Ring game is coming out, I don't know if Jimmy's gonna be wanting to play Halo Infinite, so I could perhaps play the KFC game. But also Jimmy might like make me, well, he not make me, but he might get me Elden Ring Night Rain, and we might be playing together, kind of thing. I don't know how much money. I'm assuming that game is gonna be at least $80 though, so I don't know. I don't even know if I'll be able to stream that game, but I have had people ask me to play like Elden Ring games before. I just don't know if that should be my first game, right? Like, I haven't ever played any Dark Souls or Elden Ring games before, so I don't really know if I should just jump into the new one as my first game, or like what. But I'll talk to Jimmy about that and see what he says, because on it, like, I'm willing to try playing it. I don't fucking know, like, but yeah. I think it could be funny. It could be huge. Stopped Hollow Knight for a bit, moved on to Shadow of the Colossus. That's the one that I heard. That's the one that I saw you fucking posting about. And now playing Fez. Such a good game. The retro feel always appeals to me. I have no idea what Fez is. But I know what Shadow of the Colossus is, though. Shadow of the Colossus is a very good game. Summon the bot. Sometimes the bot works and sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure why. Nightbot doesn't like to work on YouTube. It works totally fine on Twitch though, which is odd. But on YouTube it's just like, I only work when I want to. And honestly, I respect that. Like, good for you. But yeah, I'll talk to Jimmy about that, because I'll either be doing, like, I don't know, maybe we'll do a little bit of Halo Infinite, maybe we'll do a little bit of Elden Ring. I don't know. I definitely want to play more Halo Infinite, though, because we started playing that, and I enjoy playing the Halo games. And it's also funny when Jimmy and I accidentally kill each other in-game. It's very silly. But I should definitely play the KFC game. That is a good idea. I forgot that I had that in my library, honestly. I love you, Colonel Sanders. Am I gonna make Jimmy play KFC? I don't think I'll be able to get him off of Night Rain, if I'm being honest with you. If I get him off of Night Rain for anything, it's gonna be for Halo, because Jimmy absolutely adores Halo. It's his favorite video game series. But this week, you guys get to watch me play fucking Counter-Strike 2 again. I get to throw decoys at people. It's gonna be great. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be playing Dark and Darker anymore, unless if they, like, fix the lobby shit, because they decided to remove the option for common lobbies. So now it's like when the game first came out, where it's just one lobby for everybody, and that means that people that are unemployed and spend 12 hours a day on the game will be playing in the same lobbies as me, and they will have the most min-maxed kit ever. So if I'm playing Squire gear, which is just like the most shit gear you can get, then I'm kind of fucked. Decoy, use the Zeus. I should try to get a Zeus kill. I think that would be funny. Do a Zeus only game. That'd probably piss so many people off, but honestly, like, just me being the way that I am pisses people off anyways on that game. It's kind of funny, though. Half the time people are like, hey, like, are you a girl or are you a boy? Little do they know. That makes me smile when they can't tell. Fool. Water. That's a great idea. People that resort to "are you a girl or a boy" bullshit are either literally kids or they're guys that never grew up, usually within my age range. So the Counter-Strike is more likely to be like older people. Cause it's Counter-Strike. So you're gonna have a lot of like the old heads that like came from the first game. But honestly, so like in my experience on Counter-Strike, I find that the like 40-year-old dudes that have a wife and kids are like a lot more respectful and like less shitty than like the 20-year-olds that I come across on that game. It sucks because like I fully expect it to happen, especially on Counter-Strike. Doesn't make it okay, but yeah, like it's a thing that happens, unfortunately. I just try to, like, sometimes I'll either ignore them if I think that they just want attention. A lot of them just want attention, so usually I'll just ignore them. Or if I'm feeling up to it, sometimes I yell back at them because Counter-Strike is nice because I can be toxic back and, like, clap back a little bit without getting banned. But on Valorant, there's been times where, like, people have said, like, really fucked up shit to me, and then the moment I, like, start defending myself or say anything back, I'm the one that gets comm banned. So, like, comm banned means that you can't talk, or type or anything like that. But, on Counter-Strike, I can tell people to fuck right off, and, I don't get in trouble for it, which is nice. Or, like, I'll just fuck with them. There's so many times where I just fuck with those types of people on that game because it's funny. It's fucking hilarious. Like, I'm like, okay, how mad can I make them? Let's see if I can get them to scream. The shitty moderation really makes for peak gameplay. Oh, no, for real. So, like, Counter-Strike has a really bad cheater issue, too. Sorry, I should specify Counter-Strike 2. Counter-Strike 2 has a really, really awful, like, cheating problem. Even in, like, the lobbies that aren't supposed to have cheaters, because there's, like, the free version of the game, and then there's, like, a version that you can pay for, and it's supposed to deter cheaters, but very rarely do I report someone and they actually get banned. There is a third-party client for Counter-Strike 2 called 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚂, and that one has even less cheaters. I don't know, like, by what percentage per se, but in 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺, I find that, like, if I'm losing, it's because I'm either playing bad or, like, it's a team diff kind of thing, right? So it entirely depends, right? Did the guy who got mad pop back into your stream yet? Which one? Because there's been a few. I think I know which one you're talking about, and if it's the one that I'm thinking of, then no, they haven't. But I also haven't streamed Counter-Strike 2 in a while. They may have actually unfollowed me at some point. I'm not really sure. I also don't really care, though. I mainly stream just because I think it's fun, and, like, if something fucking insane happens, it's like, oh, I can clip it now and make a silly little edit out of it, haha. But, like, as for actually trying to, like, grow an audience and build viewer base, like, it's not my biggest concern, honestly. If I'm, like, happy, if I have, like, I'm happy with just, like, having, like, the few people that I do that come into my stream and are like, hey, what's up? I feel like if I can make one person happy, then it's, like, cool. Like, first and foremost, though, like, I'm trying to make sure that I'm enjoying making the content that I do, kind of thing. You did tell me about the Tarkov cheater. Yeah. I used to play Tarkov at one point, but it was literally only because Jimmy was super into Tarkov, and I wanted to play video games with Jimmy. And, like, Jimmy's the type of guy where, like, he gets very fixated on, like, one video game at a time, and when he's fixated, he rarely plays other games, and if he does, it's not for very long, kind of thing. So he was very, very fixated on Tarkov for a while. So I was like, you know what? I should play Tarkov. And Jimmy's like, don't do it, babe. Don't waste your money. Don't do it. And then I was like, I'm gonna do it. And then I did it. And now I regret it because I spent like $40 on it. And similarly to Dark and Darker, the Tarkov devs do not give a fuck about their player base. So the game is kind of ass, and then they, like, I forget what the update was that made us stop playing, but there was an update that Tarkov did that made Jimmy stop playing, so I stopped playing, because Tarkov is one of those games where if you don't spend your entire fucking waking moments on that game, then, like, you will just get shot by somebody across the map with, like, a fucking Lapua with, like, the best ammo possible, and then you'll just die in one hit. So, yeah. That is something. And then, yeah, like, again, Tarkov has the same issue as CS2, and honestly, I've noticed that, like, even in Dark and Darker, there's quite a bit of cheaters. And, like, it's people that are, like, very, very obviously cheating, too. Like, they just don't give a fuck. Like, they're not even trying to hide the fact that they're cheating. Like, no shame. No nothing. Like, they're fucking spin botting and just getting headshots kind of thing, so... But yeah. I literally only played Tarkov to play with Jimmy and to collect little bird figurines. Because that was, and like, that was the only thing I cared about. And even when I, like, Tarkov has, like, proximity voice chat. So I would hear somebody and I would be like, please don't kill me. I literally only have, like, dog shit items and, like, dog shit armor. And people do not care in that game. They're just like, oh, I gotta kill them, I gotta kill them. And it's like, I literally have nothing on me. Same thing with Dark and Darker. Dark and Darker people were like that too. Like, I would literally be like, please don't kill me. Like, I'm literally in Squire gear. I have nothing of value on me. Like, it's literally just Squire gear. I don't even have treasure. And then they just come and fucking bonk me in the head and kill me. And it's like, alright, enjoy your fucking... enjoy your fucking Squire gear, dumbass. Like... Okay. It's like they think I'm fucking lying to them. It's like, why the fuck? I mean, I guess other people have probably lied to them about it. Or they're just like one of those types of people that are like, no, I have to kill everything. I don't know. It's just a very sweaty game. And I get it. I get it's a hardcore game. I get that, but it's like, goddamn, like, people really, like, people just don't have fun on those games. Like, the people that play those games are just the type of people that are like, I'm better than you. And it just doesn't matter. Off topic, but shut up, Jimmy. No, I haven't played any Souls games. I love you, Jimmy. I haven't played, not that it's necessary, but you'll suffer. Yeah, I mean, I play a lot of games and I suffer anyways, Jimmy, so. Away with her. Delicious. Yeah, I haven't played, like, any Dark Souls games or Elden Ring games, Jimmy, but, I understand, like, the premise. Like, you go in, you die a couple times, you learn the fucking... What's it called? Like, the attack patterns of the boss. Night Rain is, like, the boss rush mode of Elden Ring, so I don't know if it'll be enjoyable. I thought it was, like... I guess it's not really open world. Anyways. I was just asking Jimmy because, I was thinking about the stream schedule for, like, the week that we are going camping. And, I'm wondering if I should put Halo Infinite on there, or if you're gonna be too busy playing Night Rain, I guess is what I'm asking. The duality of Otter. Shut up, Jimmy. Then immediately I love you. Yeah. Honestly, like, Jimmy is a saint. He's very patient with me. You should see the shit he has to put up with from me, like, on the daily. But yeah, I only asked Jimmy because, yeah, like I said, I was gonna put Halo Infinite on next week's. Okay, so I'll play the KFC game. No, that's fine, Jimmy. I'm just wondering because, yeah, like because I know it's coming out, so I didn't know if we were gonna play it together or if or what was gonna happen there. I have had people suggest that I should play Elden Ring, or like any sort of like Dark Souls game. I've played Souls-like games, but I've never actually played any games from that series. I will be back. Alright, button. Hello, Raspy Dinosaur. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, so I'll just play my... Play Elden Ring, though. It's a perfect stream game since it's so big. I don't have Elden Ring. And if you're playing Night Rain on your Steam account, then I won't be able to play Elden Ring. Because I'm not buying Elden Ring. So, I'll be playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, the KFC fucking dating game then. Welcome back, Button Red. At some point I will play Elden Ring, but, yeah, I don't wanna pay for it right now. Because if you have it on your Steam account, I might as well just log in on your Steam account and fucking play it. But since you're gonna be playing Night Rain, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So yeah, Colonel Sanders it is. And maybe Pokemon Prism. Maybe I could fuck around on Minecraft too, but I don't know if you guys are gonna want to watch me play Minecraft because the way I play Minecraft is very boring. I yearn for the mines, and that's pretty much all I do. I don't go fighting things, really. Like, I've honestly still never beaten the Ender Dragon in Minecraft, so... And I've been playing Minecraft for... Gosh, I don't know. A long time. Have you seen the Colonel Sanders Mother's Day thing? No. You watch? Alright, cool. I'm literally playing Minecraft now. Minecraft rocks. Minecraft is just one of those games that's good because there's so much replay value even in just the base game, but then there's also a billion fucking mods too. So if you're bored with degular old fucking Minecraft, then you can just go onto like a modded server. But yeah, the way I play Minecraft is pretty boring. I pretty much just go mining for things, but right now I'm thinking for next week I'm probably gonna do the Colonel Sanders game. And then I'm probably gonna do Pokemon Prism, maybe. Let me take a quick peek through my library. What else do I have? A lot of the games that I have aren't really, like, story-based is the problem. Like, they're games that I can replay over and over again, but it's not, like... I don't know if I would enjoy it, per se. Like, I have Duck Game. A lot of these are roguelikes, and roguelikes are cool and all, but I don't know. I have to really, really enjoy a roguelike in order to play it a bunch. Yeah, I've got, like, Enter the Gungeon. I've never played the, story of GTA 5. When I played GTA 5, I was literally just doing online stuff with my friends. And we did, like, all the online heists and stuff, but I never actually played the story mode of that, so I could do that. Oh, I have Grim Fandango remastered. I could play that. What else do I have? I have Jet Set Radio. I don't know if there's, like, a story mode to that game or not, but... What else do I have? I have Monster Hunter. I don't even think I can stream Monster Hunter. Plus, I'm like... I guess I could make a new character, but... What else do I have? I have Outlast. Resident Evil. I could play that again. I got Rogue Legacy. I could play the Saints Row games. I got Risk of Rain 2. Skatebird. Ooh, I could play Spelunky. Spelunky is like a roguelike that I enjoy. I could play Sunhaven. I got Sunhaven. We did talk about that too. I could play Terra. I don't know how well that's gonna go with streaming that though. Like, I don't know if my PC's powerful enough for that. I could play Undertale. Ooh, I could play Undertale. It's been a hot minute since I played Undertale. That actually might be a good one to do because, I think, Delta, like, the rest of the chapters of Deltarune are supposed to come out sometime this year. So maybe I could play Undertale. Could be cool. Do I have Stardew Valley? No, I don't. I have Sunhaven, which is basically Stardew Valley, but with more fantasy aspects. Bedrock sucks butt, but the only way I play with friends. I have a Java version. I've never played Bedrock Minecraft. Play cool math games. I'm ass at math, but I will drink water though. LOL, I have Grim Fandango Remastered and Duck Game, the latter of which I have not tried yet. Duck Game is very fun. Duck Game is super fun. I feel like it's one of those games that's a bit more fun with, like, more people, though. Because it's like a... I guess it's like a fighting game, sorta. Kinda. I guess is how you would describe it. But yeah, I could do... Maybe Grim Fandango would be a good one. Use my fucking brain for once. I started playing Grim Fandango with Jimmy, and then, like, we got stumped a couple of times. But, yeah, maybe I'll play that on stream and just fuck around a bit. Use my brain. That could be huge, honestly. Yeah, I think Colonel Sanders and Grim Fandango might be the play here. Maybe a little bit of Pokemon. Maybe I should do Pokemon Prism as, like, a YouTube series that I can, like, edit through, maybe. Brains are overrated. Sometimes. But that's what drawing is for. Or, playing games like fucking... Actually, no, Counter-Strike also... I mean, art, I guess, requires a bit of a brain. And so does Counter-Strike. Minecraft I can play with, like, no brain, though, because I literally just... I go mining. I go to specific level, I mine for thing. I don't do shit in Minecraft. But yeah, at some point I'll have to play Elden Ring, because I've had a couple people ask me to play Elden Ring on stream. Someone suggested that I'd play fucking Overwatch, but I refuse to play Overwatch. It literally, like, I've seen gameplay of Overwatch. Literally looks like Valorant, but with way more shit to worry about. People fucking flying around and shit. Same thing with Marvel Rivals. I saw Jimmy play that for a little bit, and Jimmy's like, you should try. And I'm like, I am not fucking playing that game. Absolutely not, dude. I already struggle with, like, Counter-Strike with just, like, looking at the minimap and, like, keeping track of who's alive and where people are. But, like, when you start adding, like, extra abilities into that, like, oh, there's healing, there's rezzing, there's fucking, like... tripwires and fucking ultimates that put you into another dimension. It's like, fuck, man, I can't do that shit. Can't be doing that shit, man. Halo ODST? I could play that. I honestly, low-key, want to just play through all of the fucking Halo games again. There might be, like, a time in the future where Jimmy and I go achievement hunting for Halo, because we have the Master Chief Collection, and most of the achievements that he needs are... what's the word? Like, multiplayer ones. So, there may be a chance that we do some, like, achievement hunting or something in multiplayer. But yeah, it could be fun, could be huge. I want to do a Zelda marathon, low-key. Like, I want to start from the very first game, and then in chronological order, play all of the games. Because there's a lot of, like, older Zelda games, and, like... I guess they're all kind of older, but there's a lot of, like, older Zelda games that I either didn't get to play because I didn't have the console for it, or didn't get to play because they were before my time, kind of thing. I do have a little bit of experience with the first game because my mom had that on her NES system, but, like, I never played Link to the Past. I never played Twilight Princess, and, like, Twilight Princess is one of those ones that's, like, that's, like, one of the staples in the series, right? So I definitely want to play through all of them. And then there's just, like, some that I have played before on stream that I personally just find underrated and really good. Like Minish Cap. I fucking love Minish Cap. Minish Cap is, like, top 5 favorite Zelda games. I would say it's, like, the third. I would say it's number 3. Majora's Mask being my number 1. And then Ocarina of Time is a close second. Mainly just because I grew up playing both of those games, but honestly, like, the story and everything for both of those games just hold up really well. So, yeah. But yeah, I definitely want to play through all of the Zelda games. I have also, like, I played a little bit of Wind Waker, but I never finished it. With both Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, I got, like, to the very end parts, and then I never beat them. So, yeah, there's, like, a lot of shit that I'm kind of missing out on here. And I want to fix that. I can only think of Ben's around when Zelda comes up. That's fair. That used to scare the fuck out of me as a kid. I ain't even gonna lie. That and, what's the one fucking... There's a Pokemon one, Lost Silver. That scared the shit out of me as a kid. Especially because, for Lost Silver in particular, they had a... What's it called? They had a, somebody made, like, a ROM hack, and they made the ROM hack follow the plot of Lost Silver, and they made it act like how the game acted in that creepypasta. And I remember, like, playing that on my laptop in the middle of the night, like, in my room, and I was actually, like, stress sweating. Absolutely just, like, stress sweat. Like, I stank. I was stressing playing that fucking game. And it made me scared to go to bed. That just brought me back, man. Fuck. I miss those days. I miss the days where I was in high school and, like, I would just sit on my laptop in my bed. I would order takeout KFC. They had, like, KFC delivery. I'd order a KFC delivery, And I'd be sitting in my bed eating fucking KFC, watching like Markiplier play fucking scary games, or watching Game Grumps play fucking Mario Maker. Those were the days, man. Now I'm an adult and I have a whole ass PC setup. So I just eat at my PC setup instead of getting crumbs in my bed. And they don't have KFC delivery where I am now. In fact, the only thing they fucking deliver around here is pizza. And all the pizza places in my town fucking close early. That was one thing that Jimmy, like, was pissed off about when he moved here. He was like, why do the fucking pizza places close at like 10 o'clock? And I'm like, you're so right for that, honestly. The only games in the series I have not played are the DS exclusive titles, Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, Four Swords Adventure, GameCube, and Wind Waker, and the CDI games. Everything else I've played and beaten. Hell yeah. Yeah, I haven't played Four Swords either. I haven't played the CDI games, but I think everybody's seen the fucking like cutscenes from them or whatever. The animations. I guess they're more cutscenes, but yeah. Doom? I have not played Doom. Jimmy was showing me a bit of Doom Eternal though, and it looked pretty cool. Oh, and A Link Between Worlds. I tried it, but I couldn't get into it despite my love of A Link to the Past. Oh, I loved A Link Between Worlds. I actually really enjoyed that one. They had a lot of interesting puzzles with the mechanics of that game. And the music was also, like, ballin' in that game. My sister really likes Twilight Princess, so she's been like bugging me to play it, but alas, I am a lazy fuck and I just continue to play the same games I have always played. Twilight Princess is a good game, but it's not one of my faves. Do love Midna, though. I have to beat fucking Breath of the Wild. Because the first... Okay, so, like, the first experience that I ever had with a Nintendo Switch, my mom bought a Nintendo Switch, but she was like, oh, I bought it for me. It's not for you. Even though she doesn't even fucking play it. Like, she literally... Like, when the fucking N64 came out, like, she wouldn't even try to fucking play it because she's like, there's too many buttons, I don't understand it. So she got the Switch for herself. Y'all can't see me doing the air quotes, but I'm doing air quotes right now. So she got it for herself, and then she never fucking plays it, but she would always be like, oh, you should play it, and then I'll just watch you play it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I played a little bit of Breath of the Wild, but I didn't like... I don't think I ever beat any of, like, the temples or guardians or whatever the fuck you want to call them. I didn't beat anything in that game, except for some of the shrines, because that game is so, like, holy shit, look at this shiny thing over here. Let me collect all of these ingredients. And I would just, like, spend all my time doing that. And then my mom would fucking sit there and just backseat game me while I'm playing. And she's like, what's that over there? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't care. I'm busy collecting apples, bitch. And then she'd be like, well, go over there. I'm like, I don't fucking want to go over there. It's like, if you want to go over there, you can play the game and you can go over there. And then she's like, no, I can't play it. I can't play it. There's too many buttons. And it's like, why the fuck did you even buy it if you're not going to play it and there's too many buttons? I don't understand that. So yeah, all of my gameplay of Breath of the Wild has literally just been like, let me collect all of these items and cook different meals and see what works and what doesn't. She's a tsundere though. She's a tsundere through and through. Fair enough. Bruh, wow, your mom seems so nice. Okay. I love my mom because, like... I love my mom because she's my mom, and she has taught me, like, a few useful things, such as budgeting and, like, how to cook a good meal. However, she has said and done a lot of things that has, like, fucked me up. I'm not gonna go too much into detail because I don't want to be, like, the trauma-dumping bitch, but, like, there's been some things that she's said and done that's pretty fucked up. I'm just replaying some games. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm definitely the type of person where I'm more inclined to replay a game that I've already played before rather than try something new, which is very, like, I don't want to say weird per se, but, like, it's peculiar, perhaps. Water? Hell yeah. Delicious water. But yeah, like, my mom... I don't understand her sometimes. It's like, why are you buying a Nintendo Switch if it has too many buttons and you're not gonna play any of the games on it? And then she's always like, well, like, I just don't have the energy and I don't have the time. But then it's like... She's always like, yeah, like, I was bedridden for, like, a week because, like, I overexerted myself. And it's like, that would be the ideal time to fucking play Breath of the Wild, girl. But, like, go off. Do your thing. So, yeah. It's just one of those... Just one of those things. She doesn't make sense sometimes, but that's okay. I no longer live with her, so I don't have to deal with it all the time. But then the times that I do have to deal with it, it's like... Fuck. I can deal with it in limited amounts, but... That's about it. Not alone with having a wacky... Oh, no, yeah, like, my entire friend group pretty well all has, like... fucking insane moms. I'm not even gonna, like, my one best friend of 10 years, like, his mom, also insane. And, like, part of the reason why we became friends is because we were like, wow, both of our moms are kind of fucking crazy. And it's like, yep. Mm-hmm. Like, as an adult, I like, because I have, like, issues with both my parents, but, like, I recognize that, like, as an adult, I recognize that they were both traumatized and have their own issues, but also as an adult, I realize that that's not an excuse for the way that they acted / act currently, because honestly, like, I would say they have both gotten better in their old age, but they're still not... They're still not fully healed either at the same time, and it's very apparent. So yeah. So then you kind of got, like, it's like, oh, like, it's my parents, but then it's also like, just because they're your parents doesn't mean they can, you know, be like that. It doesn't make it okay. But yeah, it's very like, oh, okay. I see why. My mother's awesome, love her to death, and she's a sweetheart to pretty much everyone, and to those that are shitty, she kills them with kindness. That's good. Jimmy's mom is also very sweet. I love Jimmy's mom. Jimmy's dad is also pretty funny. But I don't agree with some of his values per se, but he's never been, like, rude to me or anything. Also, being treated badly as a child does not give you a get-out-of-jail-free card to treat others like garbage. I was treated badly by my father and kids in school, and I try to be a better person. I agree. I 100% agree with that. Like, you can say, like, oh, I had a bad childhood as, like, an explanation for why you are the way you are, but it's never an excuse. I think it's okay to be like, yeah, like, I acknowledge that I may have issues because of XYZ. And as long as you're trying to become a better person and, like, genuinely, like, making an effort, then you're in the clear. But if you're, like, the type of person that's like, oh, like, I was like, XYZ happened to me as a child, and, like, I had a rough childhood, and it's like, that's cool, dude. So did I. Like, I'm not out here doing crazy shit. I try to be, like, a nice person, you know what I mean? I try to be kind and empathetic. Actually, ironically, so, like, because of the way that I was raised, I was almost, like, too empathetic to the point where it was really, like, damaging my mental. And I have had to work on being more selfish, actually, because if I'm constantly people-pleasing and doing shit, and I'm doing all this stuff for other people, I don't have energy to do things for me that make me happy. And then, it was affecting my mental. So I've had to teach myself how to be slightly more selfish to a degree. That being said, my empathy is not gone by any means. But I have gotten a lot better at, like, putting myself first. Especially when it really matters and, like, I don't have the energy or time or whatever to give to other people, you know what I mean? There's got to be a balance. There's got to be a good balance, and it can be hard to get that balance, so I was going down that path in my 20s, but it's no way to live. I decided it was better to just be kind and understanding than live as an asshole. 100% agree. Agree. I feel like everybody's life would be a little bit easier if everybody, like, just took an extra, like, 2 seconds to think about how their actions or words could affect somebody else negatively. Like, if everybody just put in a little bit of effort, the world would be so much nicer. Like, obviously, it's not gonna be perfect ever, but I think we can make the world a little bit of a better place if everybody puts in a little bit of effort. Hello, Piderman. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Watching any new anime, Piderman, or how you doing? Doing good? Hell yeah. Love to hear that. Look at this fucking moose. Watching The World God Only Knows. I've never heard of that. I hope it's good. I've been binge watching Apothecary Diaries lately with Jimmy. It's pretty good, actually. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Except the one character's like a weird, like, he's like low-key a pedo. Like, he's kind of weird, but like it's the way that it's written, it's not like they're glorifying him being a fucking weirdo, so. But yeah, Apothecary Diaries is pretty fucking good. Oh my god, speaking of anime, I don't know if anybody else here watches anime a lot, but fucking Solo Leveling got Anime of the Year. And, okay, I like Solo Leveling. I think it's great. The animation's great. However, it won like 8 awards, and one of the other anime that was in the lineup was fucking Delicious in Dungeon, and Delicious in Dungeon didn't win any awards, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Like, there's no way. There's no way. Delicious in Dungeon is so good. Solo Leveling has really good animation, but I feel like the storyline is very basic. I'm reading Infinite Jest. After I finished House of Leaves, yes, I like pain. I have no idea what any of those manga are about, so I don't know. I'm assuming they're very, like, dark and depressing, though. My biggest mistake in my early teens was not thinking of my actions, if my actions or words was impacting others and even myself. Yeah. I feel like a lot of teenagers go through that. Particularly with, like, the words affecting themselves. Like, I don't want to say I used to, because I still kind of do this sometimes, but I had a really bad habit of making self-depreciating jokes. I've gotten a lot better at not doing that, and it's definitely, like, helped my mental. Which, like, any you tell that to any teenager, and they're like, no, you're wrong, like, it's not gonna make that big of a deal, and it's like, actually, it does. It actually does. Oh, books? Okay, cool. I just finished reading, The Kill Room by Jeffrey Deaver. It's pretty good. And then I started reading this book called 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚂 by, Cassandra something. I can't remember the name. It's like Cassandra Cassie something. Anyways, I'm in, like, chapter 2 of that book. It's pretty, it's alright so far. It's, like, it's alright. Cassandra Clare. Yeah. I only have, so I didn't realize this, but The Kill Room and 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚂 are both, like, a book in a series. So if I liked The Kill Room, so I might have to get the other books in that series. But I don't know if I'll like the other one enough to get the rest of the books in the series. One of my pen pals is planning on sending me a book. I can't remember which book he said. Let me look. Where is he? What is it? Oh, yeah, he wanted me to read The City of Ember. So, I'll be expecting that at some point. Fish, right? Loved her work long ago, but she's spinning her wheels at this point. I'm not familiar with her work. City of Bones is, like, the first and only, novel that I've read from her. And I'm only 2 chapters in. It's alright so far. One of my favorite authors currently is, 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚂. He's a, Norwegian author. And he writes a lot of, like, psych thriller stuff. I really enjoyed The Sun. The first book that I read by him was called The Snowman, which was also really good. But The Sun, oh, so good. I have to text my old coworker about getting that book back because it's one of those books where it's like I would like to reread it at some point. I mean, I'm not going to get political, but the entire series isn't about demon killing. It's a transparent conservatism versus liberal allegory. I mean, they're entertaining, but basically, yeah. I mean, I don't really give a fuck if you get political, honestly. As long as you're not, like, spewing hate speech, that is. But, yeah, noted. Never. Good. I don't need those kind of vibes. But yeah, noted. I'll keep that in the back of my mind. It's unfortunate when, like, you can tell that, like, certain books are, like, very obviously, like, oh, like, fuck these people. I don't know. The only time that I'm ever okay with, like, the themes of, like, a novel or, like, any sort of media being, like, fuck X thing is when it's, like, fuck corporations. I like that message because I agree with that message. And I think most people agree with that, but any sort of like anti-corporatism. Same, hell yeah. But yeah, when it's like very obviously like thinly veiled, like, So how do you feel about Grubbles? What the fuck is a Grubbles? I have no idea what that is. When I look up Grubbles, the only thing that comes up is Groodles, as in the dog breed. Golden Doodles. I made it up. Oh, okay. I was like researching that, like, what the fuck is a Grubble? I was like, what the fuck is a Grubble, man? No, I'm honestly just trying to read more. Like, instead of waking up and rolling over onto my phone, or like crawling into bed and going on my phone, I've been trying to make a habit of waking up and reading a chapter or two of a book, or going to bed and reading instead of scrolling TikTok endlessly. So. Gribbles suck at driving. There, I said it. Fucking Grubble hate speech up in the chat. Jesus Christ. I love books, yeah. I'm very picky with my books, but I do enjoy reading a good book. I should ask my brother's wife if she ever read any of the books I lent her, because I lent her a shit ton of books. Oh! The music auto-played for me. Let's go. I've been having to click through that auto, like, manually, but it actually did that automatically this time. Let's go. What are the birds doing under the bed? Oh my god, they're fucking running across the floor so fast. Grubbles are undeniably good at fishing, though. Alright, time to make a closed species called Grubbles. Closed species are so funny to me. I'm sorry. I made this thing and you can't make it. You can't make any characters like it. Especially when it's like, I fucking forget what it, I think it was literally just called a water dog, but like I remember, and it was literally just a dog, and parts of its body were like beach and like beach sand and like water. Oh my god. Going to Barnes and Noble soon. Any recommendations? Ooh. Good question. If you can find 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺, like The Sun or The Snowman, I would recommend either of those books. Those books were both really good. Those are both books that I was like, I actually had a hard time putting those down. So if you haven't read them yet, would 100% recommend those books. They're very good. Leave. Recommendation, don't. From Raspy Dinosaur says, read don't. Or don't go to Barnes and Noble. I'm assuming that's like a don't go to Barnes and Noble because there was no author. I'm trying to think of like other books that I've read that I've like really enjoyed. Let me look at my fucking... Okay, if you haven't... I don't know if you're super into magical girl anime, but even if you aren't into magical girl anime, if you haven't read it yet, get the Sailor Moon manga. Fucking peak. fucking peak. It's hard to read Swedish thrillers after the Dragon Tattoo series because it's such a high bar. I hear ya. I honestly though, like I wouldn't say that they're like better than the Dragon Tattoo series, but I feel like the Sun in particular was really, really fucking good. Like I really, really loved the Sun. That one, it was the same, like, okay, I can't put this down, like, I actually want to keep reading this. Very rarely do I read a book and I'm like, holy shit, like, I can't put this down. Water. Good idea. What else? What other books do I have? Hang on, let me check who the author is on this. You may have already, since you're a book fanatic, you've probably already read this book before. And I would say it's more like a young adult book. But I still like this book a lot. It's called Speak. It's by Laurie Halse Anderson. And it's, how many pages is this? Just shy of 200 pages. Sun is spelled with an O, right? Yep. Yeah, this, Speak is a very good book. I liked it a lot. I will say, though, if you have, like, issues with, like, I don't know if you have any, like, triggers, but, it deals with some pretty, like, heavy topics, so, well, a heavy topic, rather, so, fair warning for that. What other books do I have here? Alexander, Child of a Dream, the massive international bestseller by Valerio Massimo Manfredi, is also pretty good. It's like a historical... I don't want to call it non-fiction, but it's like the story of Alexander the Great, but like in a novel. I've only read the first book, but I enjoyed reading it personally. I thought the writing style was nice. What else do I have? How the fuck did I buy a Nora Roberts book? I don't remember buying a Nora Roberts book, but apparently I bought a Nora Roberts book, guys. I'm pretty sure she mostly writes, like, old people fucking romance. A lot of these books I haven't read through yet, but... What's it called? Alexander? Let me just... I think it's called Alexander the Great. Hang on. Let me fucking look at it again. I just put it away. Alexander, Child of a Dream. So it's his story, but as a novel? Yes. It was a while ago that I read it, but I'm pretty sure it's literally just the story of Alexander the Great, but like in a novel way. The author of World War Z, Max Brooks, wrote a Minecraft book trilogy. They're okay, but kind of slow and boring. I have no idea about any of that. I haven't read any of those books. Actually, a book series that I would like to try and read, there's a Halo book series that I would love to try and read. Now that I've, like, actually played the games. Because I've apparently, Master Chief, like, he's super sassy in-game, but apparently he's even more sassy in the books. Beer be like 2 minutes? Hell yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, other books that I've read. Guardians of 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝚀. I like. Again, kind of more young adult than anything, but I like those books. Anything happens. I should replay Halo 1 to 3 single player campaigns. I never do the multiplayer, not my thing. I think the multiplayer campaigns are like the same. At least, like, when Jimmy and I played through all of the games, like, it was, like, the same as, like, the single player. But we just... We obviously, like, played it fucking together. Anything happens, Otter, hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother! Yeah. Aw, my birds are looking so cute. Little stinky chickens. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, okay. I know this isn't like a novel, but does anybody remember reading the Bone series? It's like a graphic novel. Did anybody else read that growing up? I fucking loved that shit. That shit was so good. Oh my god, there was this one book that I fucking read recently that was so ass I had to stop reading it. Usually I can, like, force myself to finish a book, even if it's, like, kind of meh, but this book was so boring and ass, I was just like, this sucks, and then I stopped reading it. Ribs! Spare ribs! Hello, chickens. Stinky chickens. Yeah, I called you stinky. Because you guys don't take a bath. How do I want this? Good job with the drawing. Thank you, Button. I appreciate that. Thank you, button. Man, I'm fucking excited to go camping. It's been so long since I've been camping. I'm gonna make so many s'mores that I throw up. It's gonna be awesome. The only thing that sucks though is the place that we're camping, apparently you're not allowed to bring alcohol. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to meet a bunch of new people and I'm gonna have to be sober for it. But then I remembered that I live in fucking Canada, and guess what? Canada has THC drinks. So they didn't say anything about THC drinks. They just said that alcohol is not permitted. Make them gold. Make what gold? My teeth? My fist? You know what's ironic about, like, the whole gold teeth thing? The fact that having gold teeth would actually suck because, like, gold is a very malleable... Gold is very malleable. Would not be good for teeth. Unless if you did, like, a mixture. The s'mores? Oh, yeah. The marshmallow. True. How, like, burnt do you guys like your s'more marshmallows? I personally like a nice golden crisp to it. Sorry, longer than 2 minutes. You're good. We're just talking about marshmallows. I love a nice golden brown marshmallow. The Odyssey sounds interesting. I have no idea what that is. Bum, bum, bum. Homer? Do. Oh, that one. That one. I'm assuming it's by the same author. Yeah, I want to give it a shot. Hell yeah. I thought that the writing style was nice. I haven't read that specific one, but I just find, like... I find, like, mythology interesting to begin with. Like, Greek, Roman, and Egyptian. Just, like, in general, but particularly those three. And I guess that's kind of basic, but... Actually, no, you know what? I'll just go ahead and say, like, mythology in general. Because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, actually, there's some really cool, like, cryptid stories from other places. Getting the Penguins Classics version? Hell yeah. I hope that you enjoy it. Does it give you, like, a little sample to read? Because I would feel bad if, like, you get it and you're like, wow, this writing style sucks ass. A lot of times nowadays they have, like, a little, like, sample reading thing that you can do. Low-key, I kind of want to try my hand at writing some fan fiction, but, like, I'm not really much of a writer. And I'm already trying to write a fucking webcomic, but I have to work on that more, honestly. But the webcomic writing is literally just more like a screenplay script type writing, which I can get away with, because it's like, okay, I'm going to be the only person reading this, and the rest of it will be conveyed through drawings. I feel like I'm alright at writing dialogue. I feel like I'm alright with that. But actually, like, writing a whole ass, like, paragraph is very intimidating. Beer vegan. Oh well, I'm looking up what people say about it. Fair enough. I've read and wrote tons of fanfiction cringe. Oh, I've written my fair share of cringe fanfic. I don't think any of it is available anymore. Cause like the account that I wrote it on, like I deleted forever ago, so it's no longer a thing. But I did my fair share of roleplay. So I feel like I got pretty decent at writing dialogue for the most part, and like all that jazz, but yeah. Never thought I'd enjoy writing, but in the past year or so, I've been loving the world I'm building. Hell yeah. I think like the world concept that I have is really cool. But I haven't really like sat down and figured out exactly how I want the story to progress. Cause I know you already know this, Raspy, because you were here last time I was talking about this, but I have like some general ideas of where to go with it, but I haven't figured out which way I'm trying to, like, the other like subplots. I have a general idea for like what themes I really want to like portray in my story, and I have like some ideas for like the beginning and like a couple for the actual like final like climax, I guess. But I was also like, I was considering doing, okay, let me ask you guys a question. How do you guys feel about stories that have alternate endings? Because there's been like anime that have done it specifically because like the anime caught up to the manga, and then like the anime just decided to continue on and make their own ending rather than waiting for the manga to finish. So what do you guys feel about that? Because one of the endings I want to do is very like drastically different from the other ending, but I feel like if I go for the ending that I want to do, a lot of people would get pissed off at me. And while on one hand I don't really care, on the other hand, like, I don't want to piss off any of the like couple fans that I might have reading my comic, if that makes sense. So my thing was like, my options here are to just go with what I really want to do and piss a bunch of people off, go with what I don't really want to do, and then like it just be kind of cliche, or like not the ending that I want per se, or I could release two different endings. Water will do. Especially useful for backstories and D&D characters. They are interesting, but if it's dragged on for an eternity, it gets uninteresting. Fair enough. I just meant, like, I would, for, like, in terms of, like, the alternate ending, like, I would write the ending that I want to do first, and then I would be like, in case anybody is wondering what would happen in an alternate universe where this doesn't happen, pick up from this point. Like, these actions happen after this. I have a feeling that, like, because, like, the ending that I want to do is tough because, like, it's hard to write it in a way that is good, if that makes sense. Because, like, there's been other series that have done similar endings, and they've done it well, where it's like, oh, like, that was actually well written and well executed. But I'm worried that, like, if I fuck it up and I don't write it well enough, it's just gonna, like, flop and be, like, very anticlimactic. Climactic. I can't even fucking pronounce it. That's cool, like a what-if. Yeah. Or, like, if people wanna, like, if people want to consider one canon and the other not, or whatever they want to do, that's up to them. I don't really give a fuck. But yeah. I should work more on rating it. I should like actually do. I should get a piece of paper and like fucking write down order of events and then like sub events. Help me plan it out a little bit better. It sucks because I don't really have an editor. My like one friend is more of a writer than I am, and originally I had asked him if he'd be down to edit it, and like he was like, yeah, like I'm down to edit it, but then he's been working a lot of overtime hours, and I don't know if he's ever gonna get to a point where he's going to have time to edit stuff, which sucks because that means I'm gonna have to edit my own shit, and I feel like when you're editing your own shit, you kind of have like certain blind spots, if that makes sense. And I don't know how like well, like I don't know how much Jimmy is gonna want to read that. And I don't have money to pay, like, an actual editor. I wish I still had contact with the one, coworker that, like, kind of helped me flesh out the world a bit more. Because there's magic in, like, the world that I have, and I was kind of, like, trying to, like, fill in some loopholes about how the magic works in that world, and he like asked me a bunch of questions that like helped me think more about it and like figure shit out. I probably could find him on Facebook if I tried, but I don't want to just like it's been like 6 or 7 years since I talked to the guy, so I don't want to just like add him randomly and be like, hey, want to help me edit? Did some research. Apparently Fitzgerald Odyssey is the best translation, and Barnes & Noble had it too. Hell yeah, man. I hope that you enjoyed the book. Roll a dice. What kind of dice am I rolling? Am I rolling a D20? A D100? What am I rolling? You're making me bust out my fucking D&D dice. What dice am I rolling? The D100? Okay. Where's my D10? Where's my D10? Is this my D10? No, that's my D8. Oh wait, no, D10's... Wait, I'm stupid. Hang on. Wait. How do I fucking math? Jesus, Jiminy Crickets. Am I dumb? I might be dumb, guys. Am I silly? Am I a silly goose? What is the 2 fucking for a D100? Hang on. There's that one there. Hang on. How many is on this? This is an 8. Where's... Is it this one? Oh, it's this one. Okay. We're big chillin'. Alright, I found my... Okay, here we go. Ugh. Okay, so we got 64. I don't know what a 64 means, button, but I got a 64. I don't know what that counts for. I had maybe 1 or 2 ideas I'd like to do as a book. One is a book designed like a Shonen Jump magazine, and it's 500 pages of reviews of books I've read, and maybe conversations transcribed by 5 reviewers of the magazine. Yes, over 50. I'll be back. Alright. It's 500 pages of reviews of books I've read. Could be interesting. These gnats, not. Where'd, oh. I thought I lost my fucking tablet pen for a second, but it was in my lap. Welcome back button. Button, what was the D100 for? I'm just curious. You aren't drawing Renamon? This is illegal. I could draw Renamon. I could draw Renamon with fat titties like everybody else does and like make bank off of it, but I feel like that's almost pandering a little too much. I've never drawn Renamon, but I've always liked Renamon's design. I was more of a Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh kid. Oh, just to take some ice cream out? Okay. What kind of ice cream are you eating? In fact, okay, what's everybody's favorite ice cream flavor? For me, I would have to say it's cookie dough. Or like any sort of like salted caramel. Fucking ballin'. Yeah, maybe one day I'll draw a Renamon with fat titties. And see how everybody reacts. Lopunny flavor. I could draw Lopunny too. What are the other fucking Pokemon and Digimon people are horny for? Gardevoir? Vaporeon? I don't know many Digimon, honestly. Vanilla? Vanilla's good. I like vanilla. People are horny for Mr. Mime? There's no way. No way. You're fucking lying. There's no way people are horny for Mr. Mime, dude. Vanilla's good. I like vanilla. I would say I'm more of a French vanilla though. Like French vanilla ballin'. What other fucking Lucario? I know for a fact people are horny for Lucario. I've seen too much shit against my will nonetheless, but any evolution. I mean, you are Canadian, fair enough. Pokemon Gardevoir, Lopunny, Salazzle. Oh, you're right. I've seen a bit of Salazzle. Hisuian Typhlosion because of that leak from some time ago. Oh god, you're right. Honestly, even just regular. I've seen enough regular Typhlosion stuff too. I've been seeing some Smeargle stuff as well. Mr. Mime. I'm sorry, like, there's no way people are fucking horny for Mr. Mime, dude. Like, I don't think, like, okay, let me rephrase. There's probably people that are horny for Mr. Mime, but I don't think he's, like, a popular pick. Muck. I could see Muck being popular. Weeping Bell, that's pretty obvious. Parasect? I don't know about Parasect, but water. Okay, I will drink more water. Meowscarda, yep, I've seen Braxton, however the fuck it's pronounced. It's the Clussy of Mr. Mime. Oh god. You know what? You might be right on that. If I had some root beer, I would make a root beer flute. Root beer! Yeah! Ice cream floats are good, but I get like 2 sips in and then I, like, now that I'm older, I get like 2 sips in and I'm like, oh. But I used to love them when I was younger and could handle my sugar a bit better. I'm trying to think of other Pokemon. What other Pokemon? Fucking Latios and Latias I've seen. I've seen some things. Otter turning into a hillbilly is gonna live. Okay. I don't know why I do this. Actually, no, I know why I do this. It's because my sister and I used to do this all the time, and we still do it from time to time. But every once in a while, I'll start slipping into some random accent. And it's either like a shitty southern accent, or like a shitty British/Australian accent. I don't want to like name it as one or the other, because every time I try to name it as one or the other, people are like, that's not a proper British accent, that's not a proper Australian accent. Or like a fucking New York, Boston accent. So yeah, every once in a while I'll just do that. It's very silly. I have no extra money, but if I gave you $10,000 to draw Mr. Mime being sexy for like a year, would you say no? Like, okay, so I would say it depends on the stipulations of, like, if I'm drawing him being sexy for a year. Like, is it one drawing per day? Like, 365 drawings? Or is it, like, one every week? Because if it's one every week, I could probably manage that for, like, 10,000. I've drawn some questionable things. Let's just put it that way. I think I've said this before on stream, but for those of you that aren't aware, I funded my current PC by drawing Sonic porn. I love Pepsi. I like Pepsi, but I'm more of a Dr. Pepper fan. Partly because Dr. Pepper is one of the few, types of pop that I can drink now without it hurting my tummy. Dr. Pepper and clear pop don't hurt my tummy. If I drink more than one, and like I know, like, oh, you're not supposed to drink more than one can, there's so much sugar in it. But if I drink more than one can of like Pepsi, or like if I get like even like a bottle of Pepsi, or like any other dark cola other than Dr. Pepper, my tummy hurts. Can't do it. Not anymore. I'll be back. Got to check. Okay. Brit-Australian accent. There you go, yeah. Waifu Mommy Bulbasaur is another one. I haven't seen that yet, but that doesn't surprise me. Sylveon, Vaporeon, Lilligant, basically any of the sexy humanoid-looking Pokemon. Yeah, I've seen, like, too much... Any of the evolutions, honestly, I've seen. Better than Sonichu porn? Oh my god. Do people actually pay for that other than Christian, though? That's my question. It wouldn't surprise me if they do. But I'm wondering if the people that do that, if they exist, A, are they doing it for the meme, or are they actually, like, doing it for, like, jerk material? Because if they're actually doing it for jerk material, that's concerning. I mean, it's probably slightly less concerning than, like, some other things that people jerk it to, but that is definitely concerning. It's gotta be for the meme. I don't know. Some people... There's this one guy that, was, like, infamous for, not requesting, but, like, commissioning people to draw specific characters buying white Wonder Bread at the store, and that was his jerk material. So, I don't know. Juice Goose. I like geese. They're so cute. I'm back with my ice cream. It's butter pecan. That sounds fucking ballin'. At least I hope it's for the meme. Yeah, I hope so too. Juice Bruce. Boost Woos. Okay, I have to piss really bad, so I'll be right back. That's not... I will be right back, y'all. In the meantime, enjoy these sick fucking tunes, and I will be back after I'm finished pissing. Alright, I've returned. Probably going for the night. Okay, thank you, Piderman, for dropping by. I appreciate you. What the ever-loving foot? Then again, I don't understand the whole foot fetish thing. Feet are weird to me anyway. I agree. What are your guys' favorite Kung Fu Panda movies? I just like the first one. I haven't seen any of the newer ones, but the first one's pretty good. Last one's predictable as heck, though. I saw a bunch of people complaining about I think it's the latest one with, like, the wolf girl. I saw a bunch of people complaining about, that movie because the art style for the wolf girl was very inconsistent compared to the rest of the series. And, like, when I saw, like, the screen caps, I was like, oh, yeah, like, she doesn't look like she's a part of the fucking Kung Fu Panda series. Thank you for the validation of my aversion to feet. No, yeah, I don't understand the foot thing. I always keep joking to Jimmy. I was like, maybe I should just sell feet pics. But, like, I don't know if my feet are cute or ugly. And, like, I don't know how to tell, and I don't really feel like giving a free sample out. Because what if they lie to me, you know what I mean? Like, what if I'm like... What if they tell me that my feet are super ugly, but they just want my feet all to themselves, you know what I mean? What if they're lying to me and my feet are super cute, but they're just lowballing me and they don't want to actually pay the price for cute feet, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. Okay. If anybody comes across the YouTube VOD for this, and you are into feet, please, and, like, for some reason you decide to watch to this part, or you, like, scrub to this part, please, if you are into feet, and you are watching this, please tell me, what makes a cute foot versus an ugly foot? I genuinely want to know. What traits make a cute foot versus an ugly foot? I really want to know. I'm genuinely curious. It's not for me, but I'm curious what the difference is between a foot that is ugly versus a foot that is cute. How do I tell the difference between a cute foot and an ugly foot? Because honestly, there might be a time where I have to draw feet at some point for someone that has a foot fetish, and if that's the case, then I would like to know. I'm assuming that a cute foot would be, like, one that's, like, nice and smooth. I'm assuming. And, like, one that has, like, well-trimmed nails. And then, like, the ugly would be, like, not well-trimmed and very rough. This conversation is all kinds of nope. No, stop. Please stop. Why do you do this? I want to know! Like, I'm throwing shit out here, because I don't know. This is just speculation. I could be entirely wrong. Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm not into feet. I don't know. Maybe I'll go on the foot subreddit and ask, and I'll be like, what makes a cute foot versus an ugly foot? Or is it not, or is it just, like, not even the look of the it has to be, like, the look of the foot, right? Otherwise it wouldn't matter. I don't know. That shit's interesting. I like knowing what makes people tick. Like, what are you thinking in that little noggin of yours? Let me pick your brain for a minute. That's it. Time to disown Otter. Unfollowing, unsubbing, unottering. Blocked. Reported. I've been cancelled! No! I got cancelled for asking about what makes a cute foot versus an ugly foot. No! Of all the things I could get cancelled for! quote it. Clipped in 4K, fucking posted. This streamer is problematic. Make a fucking 2-hour long, like, YouTube video about, like, the rise and fall of 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚃. 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 was a small indie VTuber. Stands for virtual YouTuber. She's a menace. I am. Problematic? More like automatic. But is fucking right, bud. Ah. This whole time I've been adding little details to my cute ogre girl. Fuck yeah. It's always so much fun when you have like an OC or like character or whatever that you just really love. That's how I felt when I started drawing Marcy for the first time. I didn't even design her, but then like when I was drawing her I was like coming up with like cool lore about her. And that shit's just so much fun, honestly. I gotta, like, write up a quick bio about her so I can post her to Art Fight. Because I'm trying to do Art Fight this year. Because I've never done Art Fight, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And I want to draw people's characters. I every once in a while I'll scroll through like all of the characters that are being posted because people are posting characters all the time to Art Fight. But I'll scroll through the characters and I will I'll like save a bunch of them that I want to draw. I should go to bed because I got a quick trip orientation, but that's not till 2-ish. Alright, Raspy, I appreciate you popping in. I hope you have a great rest of your night and let you sleep well. I didn't think I would like drawing her, but like she's so much fun, and apparently her skin is Game Boy colored. Fuck yeah. There's this one like comic series. I don't quite know what it's called. But it's like a buff orc girl, and she like kidnaps a knight and like tries to like make him into her husband. That's very cute. I think it's by the same artist or author or both, I guess, that does Jock and Nerd. I'm pretty sure it's the same artist. I'm not quite skilled enough for Art Fight yet. You don't have to be skilled to do Art Fight. There's people of all skill levels on Art Fight. I didn't say I'm gonna do it. I mean, you can stay if you want. I don't. It's your life. I mean, it's your baby. Shit. You can do what you want. It's 2 AM for me as well, honestly. Low-key, I should be going to bed, but, like, also I'm unemployed, so, like, I should just take advantage of being able to stay up late. Actually, honestly, even when I become employed, I am gonna be working evening shifts anyway, so I'll probably, like, be up late. Sleep in late. Sign on is trying to sadly tell you to get the fuck out. Oh my god. Not why would ever. Sleep well when you go to bed. Yeah. I have this D&D character named Cornhill Wickerheart, a scarecrow sorcerer. I love drawing him in his cute neutral form and his terrifying form. That sounds like a cool character. I only have one D&D character, and her name is Marzana, and she is a Aarakocra bard, and she's based off of an Andean Condor, and she hates men. But it's funny because she's traveling. She's like, her entire party is men, but she's literally just with them because she's like, these guys are fucking stupid. Like, I can totally take advantage of these guys and like rip them off and get some gold. I have a picture of her somewhere. Where is it? Where is Marzana? Where are you, bitch? Here she is. And this hat is from her mom. She got thrown out of her hometown because she was, she got caught cheating, during gambling. And, the guy that she was, like, hustling, basically. And then she got kicked out because she was hustling the son of, like, a nobleman. And he got her, like, expelled from the town. And her whole bit throughout the D&D session has just been that she shits randomly. Because she's a bird, so she'll just... Like, we'll be in the middle of, like, the most, like, terrifying, like, serious moment, and then I'll just be like, Marzana fucking shits on the ground. Actually, there was a session where we were traveling on a merchant ship, and fucking Marzana like shit on the deck, and then one of the crewmates like slipped and fell in it. It was really funny. I currently have 5 points of inspiration because I'm so fucking funny. Like, we like, in our last session, we, like, escaped a giant fucking sandworm and went into, like, a ancient dwarven fucking, like, I don't even know what to call it. I'll call it, like, a dungeon. It's not really a dungeon, but, we came across this, like, ancient dwarven, like, dungeon type thing. And, why did my music stop? Oh, because it's just a little bit of stuff at the end. Anyways, yeah, we escaped this giant worm, and where was I going with this? What was I gonna say? I forget what I was gonna say, but there's something I was gonna say about last. Oh, right. I have 5 points of inspiration right now because I'm fucking hilarious. And when we escaped the giant worm, like, a bunch of us took, like, damage, getting into this dungeon area. And, of course, as a bard, I play Song of Rest. And, the DM was like, so, like, what does your Song of Rest sound like? And I was just like, hold me now, I'm 6 feet. And he just fucking lost it. And he's like, alright, you get a point of inspiration for that. He's like, I can't give you any more, though. He's like, you have too many. I'm just so funny. Selisa, the ogre gal, is a tsundere. When the adventure player that's asking for information talks to her, she calls them cute, but backpedals hard. Fair enough. I totally have a dairy type. Understandable. Water. Yes. Oh, delicious. Oh, yeah, and, like, the previous session, before we got, like, chased by a giant sandworm, we had to escape, like, a fucking gauntlet because there was this one dude that like basically ripped us off and was like, yeah, I'll pay you guys to kill giant spiders. But he said it in a way where like he didn't actually promise us money. And Marzana got pissed off about that, and she's like, this fucking asshole. So she was like, next time I see this guy, it's on site. And I gave my party ample time to stop Marzana, but everyone was like, no, I kind of want to see what happens. So Marzana fucking punched him, and the guy that ripped us off is like a high-ranking official, like a politician. So we got thrown in jail for a minute there. And then I almost died in jail because I kept testing my luck because Marzana is a shithead. She kept getting told to shut the fuck up because she was like singing prison blues, and they were like, shut up. And then she didn't shut up. And then like the guy tried to stab her, but like she dodged it because she's cool as fuck. And then he got mad and like tried to stab her again. And then he fucking missed again. And then he took like the blunt end of the spear and like smacked her a bit. So yeah. I don't care for the abusive 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝚃 type, but the playful one that's kind of like stupid or whatever, being passive aggressive to me is peak. That's fair. I don't know if I have a dairy type that I enjoy per se. You posted Cornhill in the art channel. Let me take a peek at this guy. Oh, I love his design. That's a sick design. I love Scarecrow vibes in general, but that's a very cool design. Hang on, let me look up the dairy types. I don't know. There's definitely one that I like, but I'm just not entirely sure. Let's see. I know like Thunder and Yandere, but this is a lot. Let's see. I like 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺𝚃. Acts cool and unemotional, but shows sweetness later on. I like those ones. Pancake. 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 is good too. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm so glad that the music stopped being stinky and like actually started playing without me having to click play every time. It's kind of awesome. Bum, bum, bum. Ah. Ooh. I just got a craving for sponge toffee. Sponge toffee is so good, but it sticks in my teeth so bad. I gotta go to the dentist again. They called me and they were like, "You are due for a cleaning," and I was like, "I'm fucking poor, you're gonna have to wait." And they were like, "Okay. Just call us back when you're not poor." And I'm like, "Cool. Will do." Dude, if fucking dental care wasn't so expensive, I would go more often. But that shit's fucking pricey. But they did announce recently that they are adding like a dental coverage plan for people in my age group, which is nice. Because for like the longest time, it was literally just for kids under 18 and like people above the age of 65 or something. But then they were like, "Yeah, like we're gonna add a thing and you can get," and it's like, "Cool, fucking hurry up." But you have to apply for it still, which kind of sucks. And I'm pretty sure it's like if you're like low income kind of thing, which I am. So like I fucking don't have any income right now. So maybe I'll be good, but I don't know how long it's gonna take for that application to go through. But I definitely want to get my teeth checked. And the thing with the dental plan, like the dental coverage plan, is I don't know if it covers like the cost completely or if it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, it covers it like part of it kind of thing. You know what I mean? I definitely have some like small cavities that need to be filled though, for sure. I can tell because my teeth hurt. These drums remind me of fucking Toby Fox. This drum beat's giving Toby Fox right now. Oh shit. Maybe tomorrow, like I do want to keep working on this, but maybe tomorrow I'll put together a couple of, what's the word called? Thumbnails. Because those don't really take too long. Oh, shit. Would I play Black Ops 2 Zombie Origins? Possibly. I don't know if I can even play that on the PC, but... Any type of, like, shooter game, like, I have to play it on PC. I can't aim with a fucking controller, man. That's part of the reason why I didn't get into Halo for, like, the longest time, was because it was, like, exclusively on Xbox. And I didn't have an Xbox. And aiming on a controller is hard for me. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And, like, I've heard a lot of people be like, just turn the fucking sensitivity down, dummy. And it's like, but, like, why? Why would I do that? Oh. Eh. Yeah, if I can find a way to play it on PC, I might be able to do that. I haven't played, like, any Call of Duty game at all. I've heard that some of the storylines are pretty good. Like, Jimmy showed me the No Russians, like, mission. And I was like, damn, like, that's crazy. But I don't even think that, I don't even know if that's, I don't even think that's from the same game. I don't know. There's too many Call of Duty games, and, like, some of them have the same name, but they're not the same game, so it's like, I don't even know which one's which, bro. Yes, Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, Jimmy is more of, like, the shooter gamer guy. Like, my first ever shooter... I guess technically the first shooter that I played was Halo. But the Halo that I played, it was like... I don't even know how to describe it. It wasn't like the actual, like, Halo game. It was like a weird, like, cracked version that's on, like, a... Like, somebody was running their own server, basically. And it was specifically for deathmatch and capture the flag. So I remember playing a lot of that when I was younger. And I was crazy with it, because I was playing on a fucking track... I didn't even have a mouse. I was playing on a fucking trackpad on, like, a fucking notebook when those were a thing. And I would still wipe the floor with people in that. Or, like, I might honestly be misremembering, but I do remember killing quite a bit of people with the fucking trackpad. And then I would shit-talk them in chat, and I'd be like, you just got beat by a 12-year-old girl with a trackpad. How do you feel? And my name was, like, Agent Fudge or something stupid. Yeah, Jimmy's the one that grew up playing shooters. But the first time I ever, like, played, like, a tac shooter was Valorant, and that was, like... 2019, maybe? 2019? It was, like, just before the pandemic hit. And then I played Valorant, like, all throughout the pandemic pretty well. That game had me in a chokehold. And then they kept fucking nerfing my main, so I stopped playing it. R.I.P. Omen. Literally, like, the coolest fucking designed character with cool-ass abilities, and then they just kept nerfing him for no fucking reason. But then they add in, like, the most overpowered piece of shit bullshit fucking characters. Fuck, man. They literally, like, killed their own game, dude. Like, the thing is that there's probably still a shit ton of people that play it. I know, like, some of my buddies still play it. Actually, one of my friends messaged me the other day. He's like, you want to play Valorant? And I, like, forgot to respond because I have a really bad habit of opening shit and then, like, not, like, responding right away. And then I open it, the message, and then I close it, and then it's marked as read. And then I forget about it for a couple of hours. And then I was like, my bad, I thought I responded. But, like, fuck no, I don't want to play Valorant. And I'm like, I'm not fucking playing that game anymore. Are you kidding me? They fucking nerfed the shit out of so many characters, and then they added a character that literally stops time and fucking, like, fucks shit up, and there's a character that has fucking homing missiles now. Which like, it's a fucking tactical shooter, and you're adding a character with homing missiles. All of the other characters that have, like, things that can go around corners, you have to fucking control them. There's, like, a downside to this. This one is literally like, let me click this spot on the map, and then the fucking missiles go there, and you can peek with the missiles. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it now. It's such a dog shit game now, dude. Like, it was a dog shit game before, but then they kept nerfing the shit out of characters that didn't need to be nerfed, and then they would add, like, a stupid fucking character with stupid fucking abilities. And then it would break the game for the first few... Literally, every new character that is introduced to Valorant ends up getting nerfed, like, a couple of months later, because they they add a character that's like, oh, look at this cool concept. And then people fucking figure out how to use it to be annoying as shit and literally break the game. And then they have to go and nerf the fucking new agents that they put out because they don't fucking properly playtest their shit. And all they care about is the pro play. They don't care about casual players, which is like 90% of their fucking player base. And then on top of that, they're like, yeah, we're against smurfing. But then, like, some of the top people that play these games, like 𝙻𝚸𝙽𝙺 and 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺, I love 𝙻𝚸𝙽𝙺 and 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺, by the way. Like, I love them as creators. But they fucking literally smurf in my lobbies. And they're not punished for it at all. And I know damn well that there's Riot devs sitting in their fucking chats just watching them do this. And it's like, okay, you can't be like, we're against smurfing, but then literally allow pro players like fucking �10s to go into gold lobbies and just destroy them. And then people are like, but what about people that want to play with their friends? There's unrated. Swift play. Unrated. Billion other fucking... Why are you playing competitive? Why are you smurfing in my competitive lobbies? Fuck off. So yeah. And there's so many like people that are actually just awful, terrible people. Like, I've gotten, like, trigger warning, but, like, I've gotten literal, like, rape threats on that game, and then when I emailed Riot with the, like, proof, because I was streaming during that time, when I emailed them with, like, clips of the proof, they refused to tell me whether or not they had permanently banned the person's, like, account or anything. They were like, we can't tell you what actions we took, but we just want you to know that we're taking care of it. And it's like, cool, so you guys actually did nothing because you're not willing to tell me. And I normally when you report somebody, because I reported them in-game as well, but I also sent, like, a ticket. Normally when you report someone in Valorant, if they get, like, a ban, whether it's temporary or permanent, you'll get, like, a notification being like, oh, thank you for keeping our community safe. And I never fucking got that. I literally never got a notification, so I don't even think that they fucking did anything. What are you showing me, Jimmy?
I just found out my best friend is a furry. How do I stop him from getting spring locked?
You're silly, Jimmy. Every time I try texting someone, it's like they throw their phone in the river and run from society in the middle of a convo. I honestly am bad for that sometimes. I try to not do that, but... And yes, I will drink water. Rip Ninja. Yeah, I'm sad. They literally, like, nerfed Omen so bad. And it sucks, too, because Omen has been around since the beta version of the game. And, like, he had certain, like, cool things that made him different from, like, the other, controller agents, which is, like, Smoke's controller. So they had, like, some things about him that made him different from all the other Smoke's agents. For example, he could place one-way smokes where other agents couldn't, and they took that away. And then they also took away the fact he has, like, a blind, and you used to be able to run and throw your blind, and it would go a little bit faster than if you were just standing still and throwing your blind. And his blind is, like, one of the best in the game. It goes through, like, walls and stuff. But, yeah, so they took that away, and then... They just made a bunch of dumb shit. Why do you do that? Tell me why. What demonic pleasure do you get from such a thing? What, smurfing? I don't know why people smurf. I know why people smurf, but, like, fuck, I hate that shit. If that's what you're talking about. But yeah, I can't stand playing Valorant anymore. Also, Valorant is annoying because it's one of those games... Oh no, just disappearing in a text combo? It's not so much that, like, I disappear. Like, I literally just open... I'll literally open a text sometimes, or, like, a message or whatever. And then I'll be like, I'm going to reply to this, but then I'll get distracted by something else. And then I'll, like, minimize the thing or whatever, or I'll, like, close it out. And then yeah, like when I do that, I forget because the little like red notification or like the new notification thing is not there anymore. So then I'll think that I replied. Or like I'll read something and then I'll go to reply, get distracted by something, and then I'll think that I replied. It's literally just like me getting distracted by something and then forgetting to respond 90% of the time. Or sometimes what I'll do is I'll start a conversation and then like I have to go to work or I have to go get ready for work or whatever, and I forget to tell the person like, hey, I have to get ready for work and I have to go now. So I guess either way it's just getting distracted by one thing and then forgetting to respond. There's been like so many times I've done that though. The only time I've ever done something like that purposely is when it's like my mom, and that's just because she annoys the shit out of me. I love her, but fuck, I can't handle her for long periods of time. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna call it a stream though, because I've been streaming for 3 hours. It's 2:30 in the morning, and I got a decent chunk of the line weight done on this, and I'll be able to finish this tomorrow. At least the line weight, and probably get a good chunk of the coloring and shading done on this. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been awesome. It's been great. You guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out and chat with me. And I'll be live tomorrow. I'm going to try to stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. I've been getting pretty lazy and like coming on late at night. But I will try to stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. And then, yeah, I will be doing more art. I'll be working on this. And depending on how long it takes me to finish this, I might do something else. We'll see what happens. But yeah. You guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe, peace, and have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.